In this lecture, you're going to learn how to work with zip files in Python. So, from the zip file module, let's import the zip file class. Now we create a zip file object. Let's call that files.zip. Then, as the second argument, we pass w, short for write, because we're going to write to the zip file. So this statement will create this file in our current folder. Let's get a reference to this zip file and store it here, or we could call it zip, that is shorter. Now let's say we want to get all the files in this e-commerce directory and write them to this zip file. That is pretty easy. So we create a pass object to reference the e-commerce directory and then call our glob method to recursively find all the files in this directory and all its children. As you know, this returns a generator, so we iterate over it for pass in and then call zip.write pass. And finally, we should call the close method. Now, if something goes wrong here, chances are this statement may not be called. So we should either use a try finally block or the with statement, which is shorter and cleaner. So with this zip file as zip, now we indent everything here, and then we don't need to call the close method. Let's save the changes and run this program. Now we have a zip file here, files.zip. So let's go ahead and read its content. So back in app.py, I'm going to comment out these few lines. This time we're going to create a zip file that is files.zip, but we're not going to open this in the write mode because we only want to read from it, right? So this object has a method called nameList, which returns the list of all the files in this zip file. So let's print this list, run the program. So these are all the files we have in this zip file. We can get information about any of these files. For example, let me copy this here, then call zip.getInfo and pass the address of this file. This returns an info object. From this, we can print info.file_size. We also have info.compress_size. Let's look at the result. So in this case, we don't have compression because we're dealing with a really simple file. Now, finally, to extract all the files from the zip file, we call zip.extract_all, and optionally specify a different directory to extract to. So here, let's extract this into this extract directory. Now, here we have this extract directory with the content of the e-commerce directory that we compressed into a zip file.